Hi everyone, in this video we will cover topic related to Cramer's rule. What is Cramer's rule? Cramer's rule is a method used to solve linear equations, right? So for example, these are linear equations. 3x plus 4y is equal to 7, 7x minus y is equal to 6. These are linear equations. And given these equations, we should be able to figure out the values of x and y. X and y are unknowns. And 3 and 4 are called as coefficients. 3 is called the coefficient of x, 4 is called the coefficient of y, and 7 is called the constant. 7 is the constant. This is the coefficient. 3 and 4 are coefficients. There are multiple methods to solve linear equations. One of them is Cramer's rule. Let's go through on steps as to how to use this particular rule to solve these equations. So, assume that these are three linear equations, right? Where a1, a2, a3 are coefficients of x. Coefficients means they are numbers adjacent to x, right? Such as 2x, 3x. So, for example here, 3 and 7 are coefficients of x. They are numbers next to the unknown variable. X is an unknown variable. So, number next to unknown variable is coefficient. Similarly, what is the coefficient of y? It's 4 and minus 1 here. If there is nothing, then you assume that it is 1, right? So, 4 and minus 1 is the coefficient of y. And 7 and 6 are called as the constants, right? Now, so here d1, d2, d3 represents constants. a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. All of these are called as coefficients of x, y, and z respectively. So, as a first step, right, we have to figure out the determinant. Determinant, it will have all the coefficients of x, y, and z. X, y, and z, right? So, this will represent x, this will represent y, this will represent z. So, coefficients of x is put here, coefficients of y, and coefficients of z. So, then you calculate determinant. Say, take this example, 3x plus 4y and 7x minus y. So, what is the determinant? So, you'll put coefficients 3 and 7 and then 4 and minus 1 because there is minus here. So, 4 and minus 1. Then, using the determinant method, you calculate. You cross multiply and subtract and get the determinant value, which is minus 31 here. Second step is, you have to find the determinant of x, right? To find the determinant of x, you'll have to substitute constants in place of coefficients of x. So, here you have coefficients of x. In place of these coefficients, you will have to put these constants d1, d2, d3. And the remaining will be the same, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. It is just that this column will have constants. Now, in this example, what are the constants? 7 and 6 are the constants, right? So, instead of 3 and 7, that is instead of coefficients of x, you put constants here, that is 7 and 6. And then we'll retain 4 and minus 1 as is. Then we calculate the determinant, we get minus 31. Let's call this as determinant of x. We are calling it as x just to make it clear that we are replacing coefficients of x with constants. Third step is to replace the coefficients of y with constants. What were the coefficients of y? It was b1, b2, b3. So, instead of b1, b2, b3, we have put d1, d2, d3, right? So, instead of b1, b2, b3, we have put d1, d2, d3. Similarly, determinant for z. Determinant for z would be, instead of coefficients of z, that is instead of c1, c2, c3, we have replaced it with d1, d2, d3. We have replaced it with constants. Now, in this example, right, so in determinant y, 3 and 7, that is this x coefficients is going to be same, 3 and 7, right? X coefficient is 3 and 7, that will remain. But instead of coefficients of y, we put constants. Constants are 7 and 6 here. Then we calculate the determinant, we get minus 31 as determinant for y, right? Here in this example, you have only x and y. You can have z also. When you have z, then you will have to have determinant for z also. Now finally, how do you calculate the value of x? Using these determinants, right? These are all determinants. Using these determinants, you have to find the value of x and y. So formula is, see, the condition is if determinant should not be equal to 0. This value, this determinant value that you calculate should be not equal to 0, right? Only in that case we can find the value of x, y, and z. Now, x is equal to nothing but determinant of x by determinant. Y is equal to determinant of y by determinant. Z is equal to determinant of z by determinant. So, determinant is the denominator for every unknown, right? For x, y, z, determinant is the denominator. So, using this formula, x is equal to determinant of x by determinant. What is determinant of x? It is minus 31. And what is determinant? Minus 31. So, minus 31 by minus 31, we get 1. Similarly, we do for finding y, determinant y by y determinant, which is minus 31 by minus 31, which is 1. So we have found the values of x and y. Now we can verify if whatever values we have found for x and y is correct. We can verify this. So what we have to do, we will have to substitute values of x and y in this linear equation. You can substitute here. So what did we get? Take any one linear equation, right? Let's take the first one. So instead of x, we'll put 1. 3 into 1 plus 4 into y also was 1. So we should get 7 as an answer. 3 plus 4 is 7. So this proves that whatever values we have got for x and y is correct. Let's take this example where we have x, y, z. We have to solve x, y and z, right? Given 3 linear equations. So we will put the coefficients of x, y and z. If there is nothing, if there is no number next to x, you have to put 1. You have to assume there is 1. So x is 1, y is 1, z is 1. Then for the next linear equation, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2. Then 4, 9, 1, 4, 9, 1. So now we calculate the determinant. Same method, right? To calculate determinant, we take the first element. First element is 1. So 1 into cross multiply these remaining elements. 3 minus 18. So 3 minus 18. Then this is minus, this is plus, minus, plus. So minus 1 into cross multiply. So you'll get 2 minus 8. Then plus 1 into 2 9s are 18 minus 4 3s are 12. So we'll get minus 15 minus of minus 6 plus 6. So we'll get 12 minus 15, which is minus 3. So this is determinant value. Similarly, let's find determinant for x. So what do we have to do for x? So for x, we will replace all these x coefficients with constants. What are the constants we have? 7, 17, 37. So 7, 17, 37 are the constants. And we'll copy these y and z coefficients as is. So it's going to be 1, 3, 9, 1, 2, 1. And if you calculate this, you'll get first element is 7. 7 into 3 minus 18. 3 minus 18. Next one is minus 1 into 17 into 1. 17 minus 37 into 2, which is 74. Then plus 1 into these two. 17 into 9. 17 into 9 is 153 minus 37 into 3 is 111. So we'll get 7 into minus 15. 7 into minus 15 is 105 minus 105 minus 1 into 57 minus 57 plus 42. So this is going to be 105 plus 57. So we'll get 48 minus 48 plus 42, which is minus 6. So we'll get minus 6 as the answer for determinant x. This is determinant x. Now let's find determinant y. To find determinant y, replace the coefficients of y with constants. So the second column would be having the constants 7, 77, 37. First column would be 1, 2, 4. And third column will retain this 1, 2, 1. Now let's calculate. We'll get 1 into 17 minus 37 into 2, which is 74. Minus 7, second element, minus 7 plus minus plus minus 7 into 2 into 1, 2 minus 4 into 2, 8. Then next element, third element, plus 1 into 2 into 37, 2 into 37, which is 74, minus 17 into 4, 68. So we'll get minus 57 minus 7 into 6, which is plus 42 plus 6. So it's going to be minus 9. This is determinant y. For determinant z, we'll replace coefficients of z, that is third column, with constants. What are the constants we have? 7, 17, 37. So third column we have replaced with constants. The first two columns will retain. First two columns is, first one is 1, 2, 4. Second column is 1, 3, 9. That is coefficients of y, 1, 3, 9. Now this will be equal to first element into this much. So 1 into 37 into 3. 37 into 3, which is 111, minus 17 into 9, which is 153. Now we'll take the second element. This is minus plus plus. Second element is minus 1 into, let's knock off this, 2 into 37, which is 74, minus 4 into 17, which is 68, then plus 7, 7 that is this element, plus 7 into 2 9s are 18 minus 4 3s are 12. So we'll get 111 minus 153 is minus 42, minus 74 minus 68 is 6, minus 6 and plus 42, which is nothing but minus 6. So determinant of z is minus 6. Now using all of these determinants, we'll find the actual value of x. So x is equal to determinant of x by determinant, y is determinant of y by determinant, and z is determinant of z by determinant. Now we'll substitute x is equal to, what is determinant of x? Minus 6. Minus 6, and what was the determinant value? Minus 3. What was y? What was determinant of y? Minus 9 by minus 3, and z is determinant of z, which is minus 6 by minus 3. So the denominators are going to be same, which is determinant, right? Now x is equal to, so you're going to get 2, y is equal to 3, z is equal to 2. So these are the values for x, y, z. Now we can verify if this is right or wrong. Let's take one equation. What was the equation? X plus y plus z is equal to 7. That is the first equation, right? Let's verify. X plus y plus z is equal to 7. So we'll substitute 2 plus 3 plus 2 is equal to 7. 6, 5, 7. So this proves that whatever values we have got is correct. Let us go through another example. So we have 4x plus y is equal to 7. 3y plus 4z is equal to 5. 3z plus 5x is equal to 2. So now there are unknowns. X, y, z are the unknowns. X, y, z. X, y, z. But not all equations have x, y, z. One equation has x and y. Second equation has y and z. Third equation has z and x only. But still we will have to find the values of x, y and z. So let's first find the determinant, right? Determinant is, let's write the matrix down. Let's first write x, y, z on top, and then write all the coefficients of x here, coefficients of y here, and coefficients of z here. Let's take first equation, right? First equation, we have x coefficient as 4. Second, y's coefficient, there's nothing. There's nothing here, which means we have to assume it is 1. And there is no z, so we'll put it as 0. So this is first equation. Now let's go to second equation, right? Second equation, there is no x, so we'll put it as 0. Y, coefficient of y is 3. And coefficient of z is 4. So second equation is done. Now let's go to third equation, right? Third equation, coefficient of x is 5. There is no y, so we'll put 0. Coefficient of z is 3. So this way, if there are 3 equations, we will have 3 rows. 3 rows, right? 3 equations, 3 rows. Similarly, the number of unknowns. How many ever unknowns we have? We have 3 unknowns here, x, y, z. So 3 columns, right? 3 unknowns. So we should have 3 columns. 3 equations. So 3 rows. Right? Now let's find the determinant. Now to make it easier, I will choose the row which has 0. Here all 3 rows have 0. So I can pick up any row. So let me pick up first row. So first row. So let's come up with the signs first. So it will be plus, minus and plus. This is the signs for the first row, right? So now we'll take first number, which is 4. 4 into, let's ignore this row and this column. So what are the elements we have? 3, 4, 0, 3. So cross multiply. 3 into 3 and 4 into 0. 3 into 3, 3 into 3 is 9 minus 4 into 0, which is 0. You have to subtract, cross multiply, subtract. Now let's go to the second term. Second element is 1. So now the sign is minus. So minus 1 into, we'll have to ignore this column for second element. So it's going to be minus 1 into, we have the element 0, 4, 5, 3. So let's cross multiply this way. 0 into 3 is 0 minus 4 into 5, 20. The third element is 0 now, right? It's plus 0. There's no point calculating for 0 because we're going to get 0 as the answer, right? Let's calculate. 4 into 9 is 36 minus 1 into minus 20, which is plus 20. So we'll get determinant as 56. So this is determinant. Now we'll find x, right? We'll find x. So what do we have to do? Let's copy paste. So x, y, z. Let's write the determinant x, y, z. So x, instead of x, we'll put constants. What are the constants? Okay, we haven't written the constants, right? Let's write down the constants. These are the constants, 7, 5 and 2. 7, 5 and 2. These are the constants, right? Now, if you're finding determinant of x, we'll have to replace x with constants. X with constants. So, x is going to be 7, 5, 2. And y, we'll just copy this. Y is 130. Z is 0, 4, 3. Now, let's choose a row. Which row should we choose to find the determinant so that it becomes easier? We can either choose first row or third row because they have 1, 0, right? Let me choose first row. We'll choose first row. Let's come up with the signs. Signs is plus, minus, plus, right? Now we will calculate. Let's take first element, which is 7. So, let's ignore first row and first column. We are left with 3403. 3403. Let's cross multiply. 7 into 3 3s are 9 minus 4 into 0, which is 0. Then, so we'll take second element, which is minus 1. So, minus 1 into, let's ignore the column. We need to ignore this column and this row. So, what are the elements we have? We have 5, 4, 2, 3. 5, 4, 2, 3. So, let's cross multiply this way. So, we'll get 5 3s are 15 minus 4 2s are 8. And third element is 0. Let's ignore it. So, we'll get 7 9s are 63 minus 7, which is 56. Right? So, determinant x is 56. Now, similarly, let's find determinant y. For determinant y, we'll have to replace the coefficients of y with constants. So, let's first write down x, y, z. Let's replace the coefficients of y with constants. Constants are 7, 5, 2. So, I'll put 7, 5, 2. And then let's put the coefficients of x and z. X is 405, 405 and z is 0, 4, 3. Let's calculate determinant. We'll have to take first element 4. We'll take the same row, first row, to calculate determinant. 4 into, let's ignore this row and this column. 4 into 5 3s are 15 minus 4 2s are 8. Then we'll go to second element, which is minus 7. This is plus, minus, plus. Minus 7 into, now the elements we have 0, 4, 5, 3. Let's cross multiply. So, 7 into 0 minus 20. And third element is 0. Let's ignore. So, we'll get 4 into 7, 28 minus plus 7 into 20, 140. We'll get 168. Let's find out determinant z. To get determinant z, we'll have to replace coefficients of z with constants. Constants we have 7, 5, 2. 7, 5, 2. And let's copy x, y coefficients. X is 4, 0, 5 and y is 1, 3, 0. So, now let's take the first element. No, let's choose a row. Let's not take the first row because let's take a easier one. Second row or third row. We'll take second row to find the determinant. So, let's come up with the signs first for second row. Plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. So, signs are minus, plus, minus. Right? Now, let's take the first element. First element is 0. So, let's ignore. Let's go to the second element. Second element is 3 and the sign is plus. So, we'll have to write plus 3 into, let's ignore the row and column. So, we have 4, 7, 5, 2. Let's cross multiply like this. 4 into 2, which is 8, minus 5 into 7, 35. Now, we'll go to third element, which is minus 5. Third element is minus 5 into, let's ignore this column, minus 5 into, we'll have to take this, cross multiply this way. So, we'll get 4 into 0, which is 0, minus 5 into 1, which is minus 5. So, we'll have 8 minus 35, we'll get minus 81 plus 25, which is equal to minus 56. So, this is determinant z. Now, let's calculate values. That x is equal to determinant of x by determinant, y is equal to determinant y by determinant, and z is equal to determinant of z by determinant. Now, let's substitute. X is equal to determinant of x, 56, and determinant is 56, right? So, if you simplify, you're going to get 1. So, x is 1. Let's go to y. Determinant y is, this is z. Determinant of y is 168. 168 by determinant is 56. So, this is going to be 3. So, 3. Now, z is equal to determinant of z, which is minus 56 by determinant is 56. So, it will get cancelled and you will get minus 1. Therefore, x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3, z is equal to -1. So these are the values for x, y, z. Now we can take and verify. Let's verify if these values are correct. Let's take one of the equations. Let's take 4x plus y is equal to 7. 4x plus y is equal to 7. Instead of x, we'll put 1 plus y is 3 is equal to 7. So 4 plus 3 is 7. So this is correct. Now let's see if z value is also correct. Let's take the equation which has z. Equation 2. 3y plus 4z is 5. 3y plus 4z is equal to 5. Now let's substitute. Y is 3. Z is -1. So 9 minus 4 is 5. So this is also correct. So now these values are correct. So we have proved that these values are correct. We have verified that these values are correct. This is just an additional step for you to check if your answer is correct. That's all. It's not necessary to do this step, just for verification. So with this, we have come to the end of Cramer's rule topic. Hope this video was useful. Thanks for watching.